Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video I wanted to talk about my favourite plugin that I seem to use on every single song I record. It's the Archetype Petrucci by DSP. I'll just do a quick overview and I'll show you some of the tones I've made with it. For any guitarist who wants to get a really well-rounded plugin that can kind of do everything, I would suggest this one. So we kind of look into the interface here. You've got kind of the amp. If we go along the top interface, we can see that the first section, there's a wah pedal and a compressor. If you've got a MIDI controller, you can plug into your interface and control these. And then you've got the pedal section. So we've got an overdrive, phaser, chorus, flanger. These are great to kind of mess around with. So this is the tone without anything on it. And then this is with the phaser enabled. And you can mess around with all the switches and kind of get different sounds with it. Let's put it to the max. And then you've also got a chorus effect. There's also a flanger effect. So if we look into the other kind of sections, you've got the amp section, and you can kind of mess around with all the dials and get the tone you want. As well as this, we've looked down here, we've got all the different types of amps that it comes with. This one's great, acoustic simulator. So if you get around to recording and you need an acoustic guitar for a section but you don't have one and you don't have a mic to set it up, this is a great kind of option to use. You've also got the clean sound. This one, which is probably more of a rhythm type. If I switch off the delay and reverb. And then this last amp is kind of the lead sound. This section is the impulse response section, so you can select all the different mics you want and alter the positions and kind of get them where you exactly want. If you've also got your own impulse responses, you can load them in. You've also got the EQ section to really dial in the tone, as well as a volume pedal, which is great. Whenever I had a pedal board, I'd always have the volume after the distortion. And if you've got a MIDI controller enabled, you can control it all with that, and it responds great and it sounds awesome. And then the final section is another chorus, a delay and a reverb. You can kind of really mess around with these sounds and get some really cool ambient kind of noises. An awesome feature on this plugin as well, which I think makes it so useful for composers, especially in the metal genre, is the transpose, because it lets you pitch shift your guitar just instantly. So if you've got a section that needs like a 7-string or something like that, you can just use this instead of having to unplug everything and get one. And this also has a stereo spread effect that kind of lets you have a wide sound to your tones. I'll show you some of the presets I've made. This is kind of my lead sound that I always use. I really like how it sounds. I've kind of used this on every single track recently that we've been recording. It just kind of sounds great and it cuts through and it works for me. So I definitely recommend this plugin for anyone who's looking for a guitar plugin that it can kind of do everything. Let me know if you want me to show you how to set up a MIDI foot switch and how you could maybe use this plugin live. I think the capabilities of the Neuro DSP stuff is amazing. See you next time.